2023, December 5, Tuesday. Reverse depopulation. Fertility rate hits yet another record low. BOK predicts negative growth by 2050. South Korea's fertility rate hit yet another record low in the third quarter. According to data recently released by Statistics Korea, the average number of children to whom a woman is expected to give birth during her lifetime was 0.7 in the July-September period, down 0.1 from a year ago. The figure is just a third of the replacement level 2.1 needed to maintain the population of a nation. Considering the trend of the rate to decrease toward the end of the year in Korea, it could fall further to the 0.6 range in the first quarter. The number of births tumbled to the 50,000 range in the third quarter. It is the first time after related statistics were first compiled that the number of births in the third quarter have fallen below 60,000. It dropped 11.5% from a year earlier to 56,794. The number of marriages, a figure that is directly related to the birth rate, also decreased. The figure for the third quarter diminished 8.2% on year to 41,706. It is the lowest number since related statistics were compiled in 1981. South Korea's fertility rate, the lowest in the world, seems to have become a source of international concern, rose though that a New York Times opinion columnist wrote in a column titled "Is South Korea Disappearing?" that a country that sustained a birth rate at South Korea's level would have, for every 200 people in one generation, 70 people in the next one, a depopulation exceeding what the Black Death delivered to Europe in the 14th century. The comparison highlights the seriousness of South Korea's low birth rate and awakens the Koreans again to the depopulation crisis. South Korea is reportedly set to record the lowest number of first graders entering elementary school next year. About 357,000 children are expected to enter elementary school in 2024. Given that 357,770 were born in 2070, this will be the first time ever the number has dropped below 400,000. The number of births this year is estimated to fall to around 230,000, so the 300,000 level will likely be broken in 2030 when the children born this year enter elementary school. Alarms about South Korea's rapid depopulation keep sounding loudly. The Economic Research Institute of the Bank of Korea made a pessimistic forecast in a report that if Korea fails to raise its fertility rate, the likelihood of its economic growth rate plunging below 0% by 2050 would be 68%. Goldman Sachs warned the Korean economy could be surpassed by nations with smaller economies such as the Philippines, Malaysia, and Bangladesh by 2075 due to its rapidly declining and aging working population. South Korea's depopulation is a complex matter with various far-reaching factors. The government introduced related laws on the low birth rate and aging in 2005 and has tried numerous measures over the last 18 years. It established a presidential committee and spent astronomical budget, but all they achieved was a succession of failures. Nevertheless, South Korea must keep trying to reverse depopulation. The research report blames Korea's low fertility rate on, among other things, fierce competition among young people and the insecurity they feel in employment, housing, and child rearing. As key measures, it suggested easing polarization of the labor market, stabilizing housing prices and household debt downward, curbing metropolitan area centralization, and reducing academic competition among students. Each goal is hard to achieve. All of the related ministries must concentrate their policy capabilities on stopping the nation's fertility rate from falling further. The issue of low birth rate is not a popular issue in an election season, but few things are more important than this for the future of the country. The government and the National Assembly must prioritize this problem. If the birth rate is raised, it will be easier to solve many other problems. There is no time to hesitate. To execute the plan without delay is the first step to a solution.